To begin with, I want you to log on to fsw.instructure.com. Alright, I'm going to take you through the various steps of the course. Use your portal username and password and login. I'm going to log in using my portal username and password. Now, this will take you to the Canvas homepage. Canvas course access page will look like this. I want you to look at the courses and groups pull down menu there. Click on that and choose your course. Now I'm going to hunt for my course, so you've got to give me a couple of minutes to do that. Now I have actually made this course in a different name, so I'm going to look for that. Now what you need to do is, from the pull down menu, click on the name of your course so that the course home page will open. This is the home page of your course. Now look at some of the features there. On the home page, I want you to look at two items and also the menus on the left. Now most of the time you will be using these menus, so be careful of these and make sure that you know each of those. To begin with, click on Begin Here. Now that will take you to the page where we have a number of important information. You have a welcome message, you can read that. Then you have a must movie. You have it on two different formats, one on YouTube. Well, that is what actually you are watching because I sent it to you. You have a course syllabus and schedule, and you have a graphing video. I want you to watch this video to learn how to make a graph on Excel. So these are the important things that you begin with. Now, anytime you want to go back home, click on Home. All right. And anytime you have any questions to ask, there are places you can go to. Student Information Station. Play with it and learn what you have, the kind of resources. When you are ready to start the course, this is where you go. Course content. And as you can see, the course content is divided into 5 modules. Now, I need only explain Module 1. Everything else is actually the same. Well, click on Module 1 and look at what materials you have been provided with. Now, the first item is PowerPoint text. This is actually the text material for you. And also, it is the PowerPoint presentation I have used in preparing the lectures for you. So, open the lesson 1.1. These are PDF files and you can open them. Now, once you open them, I would like you to print them. Now, rather than printing them by slide, I would like you to print them, say, 4 slides per page. And to do that, right-click on the page and choose Print. And there, if you go to properties, well, many printers have different versions, I think. And if you look for, let's say, layout, is that layout? No, pages per sheet. Well, let's call it 4 pages per sheet. So you will have 4 slides in one page, and click OK, and then print. All right, I'm going to close this. So this is the PowerPoint text. In fact, all the information you need to learn all the content materials is in here. And each of these is actually rather short, so that the lectures may not be too long. Now, if you come on the next item, is a lab. You can see the labs are identified by red color. Now, when you want to do a lab, now remember, a lab cannot be done without watching the lectures. The lab is built in the lectures. So as you watch lectures, I'll be telling you, all right, let's now do this lab. When you are ready to do a lab, say, for example, lab 1, click on lab 1. All right. And now here I have a Word document attached. So click on it, open it, and watch the lecture. I have given you directions on how to do the lab. Complete this worksheet, and you need to upload it back on the assignment. All right, let's see how that can be done. Now, you can actually upload it right here. There will be, in your case, there will be a place for you to upload it. All right, if you come across any problems, let me know. So this is how you do a lab. All right, let's go back to the Module 1 content page. And now you have 1.2a, distance and speed. That is the next lesson. And then you have another lab, then the next lesson, then you have 2 labs, and the final lesson of the module. Okay. Now, to watch a lecture, you can either watch the streaming video ones or the iTunes ones. In my experience, in most cases, the lectures in the iTunes are better, because most of you know how to access an iTunes video. So what all you need to do is just click on it, and it will start playing. And of course, when you want to play it full screen, you click on the right side, and the video will play full screen. Now, these lectures are full class lectures. It contains every information you need to do this course well, which means you cannot do this course without watching these lectures. All right, let's go back to the Module 1 course materials. Now, as you watch the lectures, remember, keep the PowerPoint with you. Keep the printed PowerPoint with you when you watch the lectures. That will help you to make notes and study thoroughly. Now, once you have watched the lecture, done the appropriate lab, you have a number of homework assignments. I have homework and homework solutions. I have given you complete solutions. Let me show 1.1 homework solutions to you. The complete answers are given to you. So now you might ask, what do I do with the homework? Well, you don't need to submit the homework. The homework is a study guide for you, so it helps you to study this material. So go through the homework and study the homework materials. And once you have done that, you are now ready to take practice test 1. All right? You have a practice test 1 and solutions to practice test 1. All right, let me show you what I have there for you. I have a good spread of questions, and I have answered all those questions for you. So the questions, not just the answers, I've given you all the explanations and complete answers. Now, this is a good review for you before you take your test. All right? So after watching the lectures, doing the homework, doing the labs, take the practice test and make sure that you can answer all those questions. And now you're ready for test 1. All right? We scroll down to module 1 content page. There are 2 things, the last item, that is module 1 assignment. Now click on it, open the attached file. All right, answer these questions. There aren't very many questions. Answer these questions. When you answer, look at the grading rubrics. That will also give you some idea of what I expect from you. And once it is done, come back here and submit the work so that I can grade them. All right, now the assignment is done and submitted. It is time for you to do test 1. To do the test, click on test 1 and say take the quiz. And once you click on take the quiz, the clock will start. The test is timed, the clock will start, and you have 2 hours to complete the exam. Now remember, each student will get a unique test. No 2 students will get the same test. So don't think that you can copy from one student into yours. That's going to put you in trouble because each student has a different test. All right, and once you answer each question, save the answer, and finally make sure that you have answered all the questions. You got to go back and check again and make sure that you saved all the answers, and then submit the test. It will be graded automatically and you can watch your score. So this is in a nutshell what you have on Canvas. 1, every other module is exactly the same. So what you did in module 1 is almost the same for every other module, except that for the last module, after test 5, you also have a common final, a final that every student in that course will take. All right, I want to point out one thing to you. There are some lectures in this course that I have actually taken from another course, an ISC course. So I think the first lecture, it starts with Welcome to ISC 1002, I think. Now, you ignore that because the content of this course is very similar to the content of the ISC course. Some of the lectures I use here are exactly the same as the lectures I use for the ISC. So those anomalies you need to ignore. And anything else, sometimes when I did some of the lab manuals, I have said in the lectures, email me this, complete this worksheet and email me this. Now you need to ignore that. You don't email me anything. All the work you submit must be in the assignment folder. All right? And also, I give you some extra credit work. On many times you would see during the lecture, I tell you, all right, if you do this and send it to me, that is an extra credit work. Now, send the extra credit work as part of a lab so that the extra points can be added to your lab score. And do not email them to me. All right? And finally, I want you to know that help is there all the time for you. Only thing is you need to ask. Now, an online class sometimes can be very lonely because you don't have anybody else but you. But remember, you have about 25 to 30 students in the class, and you got to interact with them continuously on the discussion board and ask me questions. Now, this course, you need to make this a learning group. You must work together so that you feel that you are learning together as a group. And anytime you have questions, you ask me, and I will answer your questions most of the time within about 6 hours. All right? I wish you all the best, and I hope you enjoy this course.